like perfect timing for this film to be released with the CIA releasing the files on unidentified flying objects
Yes.
and stuff this month. So when you get a script like this, is it something that you think about like this maybe could possibly be a little bit real?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, and I think they have been hiding extraterrestrials from us for a very long time. Uh, so this is definitely like right up my alley in terms of story wise. And just even like the explanation of how they got here, why they are here, it all resonated so much with, things that I've read in terms of conspiracy. So I was all for it.
Yeah, no, I'm always thinking they're out there. I kind of get irritated because I'm like, all right, come out. I want to see you guys. But then I'm like, I know that's crazy, right? I want to see aliens so bad. I just want to see, because I know it's not the cliche way of what we think an alien is. I just want to see how an alien will look, or I just all that. But I'm always thinking there's other life out there for sure.
Just make sure you call them the good ones.
Yeah.
Not the
True.
ones in the film.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you may already have come across some. We never know.
That
always
part,
think
and
that.
just thought they were human,
I
but
always
they're
think
not.
So, speaking of the film, the concept that someone or something from the future could come back and sort of recruit you to go help save the universe. I mean, the selfish part of me says, why would I worry about that? I don't have to be there. But
Yeah.
what do you think you would do if you were faced with a challenge like that of potentially losing the current life that you have to save a future that's 50 years in the future?
I mean, honestly, I think on a smaller scale, we're doing it. We're in the middle of it with this pandemic. If you ever wonder what you would do in that situation, just look how you were in this pandemic. Were you selfless and stayed home and social distance and wear your mask? Or were you out and about like Atlanta? Because Atlanta never closed. Right. But I think for me, I would definitely be self-sacrificing, because I mean, for me, death is just another door to life anyway. So there's always going to be something that comes after it. And if I can give my life for the next generation and make this a better place, definitely something that I would do in a heartbeat.
I will find myself not wanting to get drafted for sure. I'll just be like, I do not want any parts of this. But if I did, I'll put my head down and just I would face it head on. I think I really would, but I would definitely try to avoid it. I'd be like, hold on, let me just live my last few years then, or let me just live my life before humanity's over.
At that point, you're already like 50.
I
Like,
know,
you lived
right?
a good 50 years. It's fine.
Good enough. You see the final product. Is it ever how you envisioned it would be when you were initially shooting it on the set? Or
Oh
is
no,
it
it's totally better. It's way better. And
Yeah.
honestly, if I had known what they were going to look like when I was filming, I would not have played my character as cool, because I as Jasmine was scared when I saw the aliens. So I'm glad I didn't know. But yeah.
Yeah, no, stuff always comes out differently than what it is in my head. Like I feel like that's the name of the game when we're actors. I'm always like, okay, that came out totally different than what I thought. Especially when you're reading a script like this, where it's a lot of action lines, you kind of get lost in the words sometimes. And I know I do, and I just miss little things. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I see how now. Okay, this makes sense, and that's sometimes that's fun, because then I'm able to watch it as a consumer, then more than critiquing myself when that happens. But other than that, I'm critiquing myself, and I'm like, hold on, this didn't come out like I thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes that's a good thing. It's like, oh snap, okay.
Yeah.
So last question, what was more difficult for you in filming? The action aspect of it or the sci-fi imagining the monsters? Well, aliens.
Imagining the monsters. The physical aspect got hard sometimes, because I would find myself really sweating and really be like exhausted and having to stand a lot and wait around between shots to get the props ready. And that stuff took a lot. It took a toll. And I realized that I was just like, you start getting into the mode when you kind of start going through the motions, because you're like, what time is lunch? Or when are they turning the camera around? I'm not gonna lie. Exactly. So I mean, I think that was pretty tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was more so the action physical part for me. Because in terms of like seeing imagining the alien and things like that, I just can use substitution and like put somebody up there that, you know, has made me mad or something and use them to take my anger out on. But the physical thing, I don't think I was absolutely prepared for, because, you know, we're wearing, you know, 10, 20 pounds of gear, and we're shooting 14, 15 hours a day. And the gun itself is heavy, being slung over your shoulder like that. So I took many a trips to the chiropractor after we finished filming this,